Hi Capricorn, this is your horoscope for January 2017 and a very happy birthday to you. Now the big themes for you in January are communication, both incoming and outgoing, and personal development. From the 28th of December 2016 through until the 14th of January 2017, the Sun and Pluto are conjunct in your first house of self in your sign of Capricorn. So the Sun is your identity, it's what strengthens you, it's what makes you feel alive. And because it's your birthday month and it's in Capricorn, there's a real sense of ease and well-being associated with that, so you're going to feel comfortable in your own skin. Pluto is about transformation and change and new life coming in. So you're going to have a sense of empowerment when it comes to who you are, what type of person you are, what you're interested in, and how you see the future. So 2016 is done. I think you'll be very clear on that you tried certain things, some of them worked, others didn't, and now you're looking to the future and what you can try in 2017. 2016, 2 and 1 and 6 is a 9, and it was very much about completion and the end of a cycle. 2017, 2 and 1 and 7 is 1. And it's about new beginnings and fresh starts. And out of all of the signs of the zodiac, you really embody that quality because you're really very, very interested in putting the past behind you and now looking at the future and saying, you know, what aspects of the self have I not explored? How can I develop as a human being? How am I being guided? What do I have to offer to share? What care and love do I have to give to other people? And how can I do that in a fun and positive way? Now, on the 3rd of January, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, that really becomes heightened and emphasized because it moves from Aquarius into Pisces in your 3rd house. Now, you'll notice that you're highly intuitive during this time and you're being guided in terms of what action you're taking. And you'll also be very interested in expressing yourself in a kind and loving way. So that can be creatively, that can just be by being around other people and chatting to them, or using your intuition to give people guidance. However it comes across for you specifically, you'll want to express yourself for the sake of other people. Now on the 4th of January, that energy becomes even stronger. Venus starts to conjunct Neptune in Pisces in your 3rd house. And Venus is a personal planet. It affects you directly and has to do with love and beauty, like I said. Neptune is an outer planet and it's the higher level of Venus, and it also connects with love, but on a global level. It's about seeing humanity as a whole and feeling philanthropic and charitable and like I care for people in general. So you really have a very positive attitude to your own place in the world and what that means and how you impact other people and vice versa, and you're really going to be interested in making a positive contribution. And again, however you do that, through creativity or your intuition or writing or whatever it is important that you explore that, because it may be that through that exploration you discover this new aspect of yourself that you haven't been aware of in the past. Mercury has been in retrograde since December 2016 and it stays in retrograde until the 8th of January. Mercury is the communication planet and it really influences how you communicate and how you think and interact with other people. And when it's in retrograde, it makes that more difficult. So it's actually very good here for you specifically to have Mercury in retrograde, because it means you're not so outwardly focused and you take the time to explore the self and you give yourself the luxury and the time to discover these new talents that you may not have explored just yet. Okay, so on the 5th, it retrogrades into Sagittarius in your 12th house, and between the 5th of January and the 8th, the big question is, what are these new gifts and talents that I've got, and how are they going to inform the future? What doors are going to open as a result of these new gifts? You know, if you discover a gift for speaking or using your intuition, working with divination tools, then that might open a whole new career path or a whole new opportunity for you. So it's important to look into that. And from the 5th to the 8th of January, you'll notice that you get some really useful information coming in response to these talents you've been exploring. On the 8th of January, Mercury goes direct. So now you've done the research, it's time to implement the findings and to get practical. So to maybe apply for a new position or to start a new business or to sign a contract, whatever the tangible requirements are, it's better to do those once Mercury has actually gone direct, because there can be communication difficulties while Mercury is in retrograde. Now, it continues to move forward, and on the 13th of January, Mercury hops over the Ascendant and it moves into your sign of Capricorn again, and it sits in your first house. So really working towards discovering yourself, you really feel even more empowered now from the 13th of January onwards, and you really have a direct line to your inner truth, what you're trying to do. And it's really interesting that even if you're around people who may be challenging you or being negative, that doesn't really affect you very much because you're so certain here. So really trust your own guidance in January. It's really, you're on your own mission, you're on your own journey, and it's important that you see that through rather than, listening to what everyone else is saying, what you ought to be doing, what you should be doing. Now, around the same time, on the 12th of January, the full moon happens in Cancer, and that's in your 7th house. And this is totally unrelated, but around the full moon, you'll get some good, nice information when it comes to your personal relationships. That can be family relationships, colleagues, romantic relationships, even relationships with children. You'll get some positive news coming in. And as the month continues, these are the big themes. Listening to your own guidance, seeing what comes up for you, implementing that, working towards it to see where these talents lead you, and looking what the future holds. That continues, and the next big shift in terms of the energy is at the very end of January on the 28th, when the new moon happens in Aquarius in your 2nd house. So what you really become focused on now is how you can work to create prosperity and abundance for yourself, but also for other people. And there's a sense of social justice involved with this. It's very much, that is a constant throughout the month, whether it's at the beginning or at the end here, is that you see yourself as a part of the larger whole. So you've got a really strong sense of conscience, and that your actions impact not just you, but other people as well. So, that's nice. Don't take that overboard and think you have to be, some sort of a saint, but that's something that's inbuilt anyway. So it's very unlikely that you're going to go on a rampage harming people here in January. You're too conscientious for that. On the 28th as well, Mars goes into Aries, that's in your 4th house. And here at the end of the month, moving into February, you're going to want to spend more time with family, and those relationships will really be very positive for you and feel very nurturing. So that's what I get for you in January. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next month.